Okay, I'm Karl Horeis. I teach 4th grade at Montclair School of Academics and Enrichment. So I am using this wall of metacognitive thinking strategies to try to get my students to think about their own thinking. And I learned these strategies from the PEBC, the Professional Education and Business Coalition. I think that's what that stands for. About 2 years ago, I was a part of a program called Compact Blue, and we made a compact between two schools that were rated green in an effort to turn blue. And we worked with the Denver Green School, some really great colleagues over there, and we made a goal for that year of increasing our students' collaboration around text and around understanding and pulling evidence from text. And so ever since then, I've been making a wall like this, talking about the metacognitive thinking strategies and using them to help my students think about their own reading and reflect on what's going well in their reading and what's not. And then I try to make this wall interactive by having them add in examples of when they do things. Like if they draw an inference, they can write it up here. If they synthesize from multiple texts, we write those up here. If they're determining what's important and what's not important, asking questions is a nice kind of starting point for them, and a lot of them like to do that one. And each student keeps a portfolio of their work, and each month we look at our reading data from the iStation reading assessment, and they reflect on it and kind of track their progress through the year, and they identify strong areas for them and then also areas that they want to work on, and then they set a goal for the following month, and then I have them name which of the metacognitive strategies they're going to use to try to reach that goal. Another good example of learner agency is we do student-led parent conferences. And so when it's time for parent conferences, the kids are really excited, the students are excited to bring their family in, sit them down, you sit here, mom, you sit here, dad, brother over here, and then they get their portfolio and they just go through it. And they're like, as you can see here, here's how I've been doing on my reading level. I started at a 3rd grade level, now I'm moving up to a 5th grade level. I'm really excited about that. And the way I did that was, I have them fill out like a reflection form before. The way I did that was by really working on my activating schema and asking questions about text, and I make predictions and I evoke my sensory images, and I have them do the same thing for math and even for behavior. Like, how's your behavior going? What do you think you need to do to improve it? Is there anything you want me to do differently? And they really take the lead on it, and I think that helps them have some ownership and agency. My goal with this is to have my students, to help my students and encourage my students to be more reflective and to take ownership for their own learning instead of just sit and get, to take the lead and to set goals and to identify areas where they want to improve, and then to be able to name the steps and take the steps to achieve those goals.